In this video, I'll be helping you to discover your biggest blockage with a little bit of help from the colour mirrors. In this video, I'll be helping you to discover your biggest blockage with a little bit of help from the colour mirrors. I'm Hayden Crawford and I'm a wellness coach and spiritual teacher specialising in colour therapy. Okay, so first of all, what I want you to do is to take a look at these 12 colour mirrors bottles. Now, I want you to focus in on them and I want you to ask the question to your inner self, which one represents my biggest blockage? And trust what comes up for you. Have you got it? Fantastic. I'm going to reveal the answers to you right now. Did you choose bottle number 1? Well, if you did, you chose the base chakra. Now, the base chakra in the colour mirrors system is coral over red, and it begs the question, are you finding it difficult to survive? This one is a difficult vibration because it donates struggle. So it can relate to anything like blood conditions, ME, anywhere where you feel low on energy. It could also be indicative of impotency or frigidity. Also tiredness as well, because red energy really helps to revitalise us and it helps to give us that much needed energy boost so that we can go on and do the things that we need to do during the day. This bottle helps to unblock base chakra issues and rebalances our energy so that anger and frustration can no longer run riot in our lives. It also helps with unrequited love or difficulties within relationships, and it will also help to get rid of that victim mentality or where you fall into the role of being a martyr. Did you choose bottle number 2? Well, look, if you did, you have chosen Uranus. This one raises the question, what do you need to let go of? Because Uranus is all about change and disruption of order. It's the planet of the future. So this is where you have to look at any beliefs, behaviours, patterns, cycles, people, places, events that you need to let go of. It's time to release them now. This one is yellow over a deep, deep green. Yellow in colour therapy relates to fear in the conscious mind, and then a deep green, which is heartfelt energy, which sits within the subconscious. So here really it's about raising your vibration so that you can move beyond what currently is and really start moving forward into the golden age of Aquarius so that you can align with a lot more joy and your authentic power and wisdom. Did you choose bottle number 3? Well, if you did, you've chosen the Sacral chakra, which is gold over orange. Now, this one raises the question, whereabouts in your life do you feel abused? And it actually helps you to release any old childhood issues of abuse or control. It will also help you with eating disorders or emotional bewilderment, and helps you to let go of fear or anywhere in your life where you feel totally out of control. It will also shine a light into any issues that you have around your sexuality. And the sacral chakra also helps to inspire fertility and creativity as well. So it actually governs all of these things. So I want you to look at your life now and I want you to tell me, whereabouts do you feel abused or out of control? Or maybe where are you holding on to shock or trauma from past events? This is what's keeping you stuck. Did you choose bottle number 4? Well, if you did, you have chosen the Hermit. The Hermit is green over deep green, and this one raises the questions, whereabouts are you isolating yourself? This is about badly needing your own space and boundaries and time to integrate lessons learned. The green relates to the physical heart, so it could have been a love that was so intense that it was always left unexpressed. Let go of the need to be in somebody else's space. This is very much about you finding your own sanctuary so that you can actually integrate the lessons learned. Did you choose bottle number 5? Well, if you did, you've chosen this one. It's called Partnerships and it's magenta over deep green. This one raises the question, are you codependent? This one really is about looking at you needing to stand on your own 2 feet. There's absolutely no room left whatsoever for codependency. Once you realise that you're God in a body, you no longer have to look to the external other to make you complete. So this one really is about clearing resentments and stepping back into forgiveness and love. Here we can see that anger and frustration need to be let go of. And really it's about accepting that you are God in a body so that you can go on with your life and know that you can find all of those answers from within. Did you choose bottle number 6? Well, if you did, you've chosen the solar plexus chakra, which is olive over yellow. And this one raises the question, what are you scared of? Remember that fear is just false expectations appearing real. It's just an illusion. When we live in fear, it can affect our skin, so it can give us skin conditions. It can also influence the function of our liver and our kidneys as well. Yellow is all about confusion as well, so it can leave us feeling sort of not only fearful, but confused as well. And it can also lead to sad or depression. So what we have to look at here is, whereabouts are you holding on to this fear? And how can you reclaim your personal power so that you can confront those fears, so that you can move beyond them? Remember also that yellow in colour therapy is about joy. So this is finding that joy again and reigniting that sense of deep self-esteem and self-confidence so that you can really move beyond these little issues in your life with a lot more ease and grace. Did you choose bottle number 7? Well, look, if you did, you have chosen Venus. Venus is pink over pink and raises the question, do you love and accept yourself unconditionally? Remember that love from the outside comes when we reach a place of deep self-love and self-acceptance from within. It's only when we attract in that beautiful love that we desire from the external other. You've got to remember things about yourself that you absolutely adore each and every single day. And the more that you believe those and you practice those, the more you're likely to be able to attract in a partner that harmonizes with you perfectly. Remember, pink also is indicative of feminine mother energy. So it's looking at where you are mothering and issues that you've got around either your mother figure or the way that you are a mother to your own children. What's going on there? Remember, also pink is like red on steroids, so it's red energy which has been infused with light, and red carries a lot of anger, so pink can also carry that victim mentality and that anger in there as well. So I want you to observe all of those things and look at which actually relates to your current situation, because that's where you're stuck. Did you choose bottle number 8? Well, look, if you did, you've chosen trust. Trust is turquoise over yellow, and it raises the question, do you fear betrayal? It's a horrible thing to live with, feeling like you can't trust people or that they're going to let you down in some way. But really, you've got to move away from that analytical, fear-based judgment and start to step into your own flow again. And you can only really do that by stepping into joy and looking for the things that make you feel good. If you're continually focused on where you might be let down or disappointed, then you might create that very same scenario that you're hoping to avoid. It's just the way the universe works. Did you choose bottle number 9? Well, look, if you did, you have chosen forgiveness, which is deep magenta over magenta. Now, this asks the question, who do you need to forgive? Is it yourself or someone else? Remember, when we hold on to resentment, it eats away at us and it causes disease. So magenta is actually the colour of the healer as well. A lot of people who work within the service industry and want to help people are attracted to this colour because it reminds them of their divinity. Actually, when you recognise that you are unconditional love and divine love all mixed into one, then it can step you away from judgment and fear. Really move forward with childlike awe in your life. Here, we might want to focus on techniques that we can use to be able to forgive ourselves or other people. Remember, it's not about, forgiving somebody for their actions that they've taken. It's really about more forgiving them at a soul level. And magenta is the colour of the soul, so that you're really not holding on to that animosity anymore. You might want to look at techniques such as Ho'oponopono, which are very simple, and they look at a 4-stage process ultimately that help you to step into forgiveness. And they are, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And just repeating that mantra daily will help you to step back into divine love. Did you choose bottle number 10? Well, if you did, you have chosen Transformation Pluto, and this one is violet over lilac. This one raises the question, are you holding your tears back? Because violet is all about grief. This is about going through the dark night of the soul and heart, but coming out stronger. It's like the phoenix rising from the ashes. And this could sometimes be through a loss of somebody close to you or something within your life that you're grieving in some way. Holding on to tears will just cause you to feel really uncomfortable with yourself. So it's important really to find a process that can help you to release those so that you can heal. Remember that Scorpio energy is about death and regeneration, and here we are asked really to go through that process, and sometimes you have to go really deep into that state of sorrow to be able to, you know, come out of it the other side with a lot more clarity and joy. Remember that, you know, yellow is the complementary colour to violet, and yellow is all about joy. Yellow is the antidote to violet related issues. So we sometimes have to go through these challenges and these difficult circumstances in our lives so that we can kind of reinvent ourselves. Did you choose bottle number 11? Well, if you did, you've chosen the Tower. Now the Tower is olive green over lilac and raises the question, is your life falling apart? The Tower in traditional tarot is all about everything breaking down in your life, all of those systems, structures, people, places that are no longer serving you. It might be your comfort zone. You've maybe got too familiar with that and actually it's no longer serving you. So the energy of the Tower actually comes along and it's quite a destructive force and it will break everything down around you. So you might be left feeling a bit disheveled, but actually it is for your purposeful good. So if you are going through a Tower scenario in your life at the moment, trust that that process has been divinely ordained and it's perfectly in line with your soul's growth, even though it might not seem so at the time. And finally, number 12, if you've chosen this bottle, you've chosen the throat chakra, which is a beautiful inky sort of blue over blue. Now this one raises the question, are you struggling to express your authentic truth? Okay, so it's about communication and it can actually manifest as sore throats or sleeping problems or stress. All right, so if you're feeling stressed out and you can't sleep properly and you're having nightmares, it could be that you're not able to release that expression of self and all of that trauma that sits there within the subconscious mind and the cellular memory. You need to speak about this stuff. So if your obstacle here is that you are not sleeping properly or you're stressed out and it's manifesting as you're not being able to verbalize how you're feeling, then, you know, it might be that it's time to really start tuning in to your intuitive and psychic abilities and then allow that information to come through, because that will get you past where you're currently at. Well, I hope you found that beneficial and that you were able to identify your biggest blockage that might be sabotaging any chance you have at leading a purposeful and joyous life. Please subscribe to this channel and click the bell for future notifications, then watch my next video. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.